We are back with Taylor Bradford of the Gloucester Daily Times. She joins us every week to give us the latest on things happening in and around Cape Ann. How are you, Taylor?
I'm doing well. How are you, Corey?
I'm great. You've had a really busy week. Let's get right into all the happenings at City Hall.
Yes. So as of Monday, we released a story, and then today on Friday, we also released another story announcing that there were two city employees that filed HR complaints with the city against the mayor and other city administration members in regards to creating a toxic work environment, stating that she has created a hostile work environment through berating people and just making a very uncomfortable situation. And they list out a couple of different experiences that they had, and you can find those on our website for more details. But the really interesting thing is the two complaints, right, are the Community Development Director, Jill Cahill, and the Harbor Master, TJ Shimataro. And while their narratives are different, there are a lot of similarities within them. And one of them is them both kind of stating that they want HR policy to change. And what that looks like is right now, the way in which the HR policy works, and I have it right here to kind of outline what it is. According to the city's anti-harassment and discrimination prevention policy, upon receiving a complaint or being advised by a supervisor or manager that a violation of this policy may be occurring or may have occurred, the HR director will notify the appropriate city officials and review the complaint with the city's legal counsel. Now, as of right now, that's how it works. And what they're saying is they want to see a shift to potentially hire an outside legal person, because those city officials at the policy currently states, as the mayor wrote in an email to the city council a while back, stated that those city officials are fact dependent, but that if the complaint comes in from an executive branch staffer or executive branch department, then the chief administrative officer and the mayor would be notified. Now, in TJ's case, the mayor and the CAO and the legal counsel are all named in that. So as being, part of those being alleged of, creating the hostile work environment. And so, calling to have somebody come on the outside, and Jill Cahill is requesting for the same thing. Now, for TJ's case, it's a little bit more nuanced because the city did hire somebody as an outside legal. And so if we look further in, we can identify that their city's insurer recommended and hired an outside legal person to do the job and to help kind of navigate the investigation that TJ had. And so looking at that, we try to understand a little bit more about what does it look like to hire an outside HR person and what their role is when they're coming into the city. And so the city council is also calling for this because they're saying, that's not enough. Having your city's insurer hire an HR person is not the same kind of process in which they're wanting to have someone that can actually represent the city council or represent these city officials or city managers, rather than kind of representing the city. That maybe that also implies just representing the mayor or those city administrators. So the city council also has requested for an outside HR person, and they're also requesting an outside audit of the city's administration. And so we'll see how that happens. As of right now, the mayor responded kind of noting that they're looking at things and they'll try to do what's best for the city.
Interesting. There are a lot of delicate and touchy topics that are headlining Rockport, Gloucester, and Manchester lately. So you can get more details, of course, online for the Gloucester Daily Times. Taylor, let's talk about a couple big things happening at the beginning of the week, notably the opening of the new YMCA facility and full-time in-person learning in the elementary schools.
Yes, so we'll have the weekend to take a breather, relax, and as we come into Monday of next week, two big exciting things, as you noted, Corey, are going to be happening here in the city of Gloucester. The new Cape Ann Y over at 7 Gloucester Road, or Gloucester Crossing, is going to be opening up, and it's quite exciting because, right, we have Halyard Apartments condominiums, you have all the different shops and the market basket over at Gloucester Crossing. And now you can, shop, you can live, and you can exercise all in one location. And so the new Cape Ann Y that's moving from Middle Street over is going to be opening up and having an online ribbon cutting in the morning on that Monday. And then they're going to have all their opportunities open that day. So if you're feeling like you want to lift some weights or take a lap in their pool, you definitely can. But then at the same time, all the elementary schools here in Gloucester will be opening to full-time in-person learning. Now, students can do remote learning if they choose to. They can do the remote academy experience, but as the order of DESE, the Gloucester district is opening up. And now it's first elementary school students, middle school will be opening up to full-time learning later this month, and details in regards to what high school looks like has yet to be announced by DESE and the city of Gloucester.
Yeah, and we know Manchester Essex elementary students recently returned to full-time in-person learning, and that's been a smooth transition so far. So hopefully the same happens in Gloucester. All right, great stuff, Taylor. As always, we'll let you get back to work and catch up with you next week.
Awesome. See you later.